to share with you 10 tips for thrifting well. As many of you know that watch my channel, I love going to the thrift store and I really enjoy finding some really fun things for my house that is super cheap. So I thought I would share with you 10 ideas that I have for thrifting well. The first thing is to shop with a list. It's important to go into the thrift store with an idea of something that you want to find. Maybe you're looking for vintage jewelry or home decor items or maybe seasonal items. It's always better if you go in with an idea of what you're looking for, because it's so overwhelming sometimes with everything that there is to see that it can be frustrating in the end if you just go into the store and you're not really sure what you're even looking for. It can be fun, but if you want to thrift well, it's nice to be prepared with at least an idea of what you're looking for. Tip number 2, bring along someone with good taste and who loves a great deal. It's really important to find someone that has either similar taste or really good taste in decorating, if that's something that you're going for, or they just have a really good eye for detail. They will be very beneficial on a trip like this because you will be going through lots and lots of things, and some things are not going to be in the best shape or maybe not the right color, but if you have someone that can give you a different perspective on it, it helps. Tip number 3 is set a budget. It's really important to set a budget. You don't want to go in just thinking, oh, I'll just use my debit card, or not have any idea of how much money you want to spend. It's really easy to spend too much in a thrift store even. So it's good to set a budget. And number 4 is to bring cash. Some places don't accept checks, and some thrift stores, depending on the type of thrift store it is, they might not even let you use your debit card. I know there's one thrift store that I really love going to and they don't offer that option, and they don't take checks, so you'd have to use cash. So and sometimes that's good if you're in like a flea market type of a place also, because if you say, I have this much cash that I'm willing to pay for this item, sometimes they'll lower the price and you can get a good deal that way also. Number 5 is look beyond the surface. Sometimes things are not in the best shape, but if they're a little bit dinged up or messed up, it doesn't mean that it's a total waste. I know that my mom has taken a nail file before and filed down a little bit of a jagged edge on something, or I've seen people use markers and taken color in chipped pieces before. So don't discount it immediately if it has something wrong with it. It might be fixable or changeable. You might be able to alter it in some way to make it even better. Number 6 is alter items. I love to do this at the thrift store, and I learned this from my mom. She would take something and I would be like, what is she going to do with that? And she would make something amazing out of it. And I've seen a lot of people on YouTube who have thrift store hauls and they share what they've hauled and then they will show it in their house somewhere, and it's beautiful how they paint it, or it can just, they do so many amazing things with a can of spray paint or whatever. So definitely think, how can I alter this item to make it more fit with my home decor or my collection of whatever it might be. Tip number 7 is don't be afraid to dig. Sometimes you have to really dig in there to find a really good bargain or that really awesome piece that's hiding amongst all the junk. I first didn't want to dig because I thought everything was dirty and had germs and it was gross, and I was younger at the time and I didn't really want to look through anything. And the older I got, the more it kind of became like a treasure hunt almost, like just to try to find that one piece that was so amazing and worth it all. So you can't just look on the surface or just out in the open, because it's not always going to be how you find the amazing thrift store deal. Sometimes you have to move things out of the way or pick things up, turn things over, and so don't be afraid to dig. Number 8, be persistent. I have walked out of the thrift store many times before empty-handed. Just there was nothing that I could find that day. But stay with it. Go back to the store again in a couple of days or the next day. Or try different stores. And I typically like to go to 2 or 3, and I like to go all in the same day. But maybe try different days of the week or different times of the day. Number 9 is ask someone at the store when their new items are put out on the floor. They get donations all of the time, so it's not necessarily when they get the newer items, but it's when do they actually display them. Because they go through a process of cleaning things up and pricing it, and some stores may even do like some sort of an inventory or whatever. So you might just ask them what day they put fresh items out onto the floor. So that's a good way to get there early, to beat everyone else, to see all the new stuff first. Tip number 10 is to take advantage of specials, like the color of the day or the rewards cards or monthly specials. I know maybe they have certain discount days. One of the Goodwills that I go to, they have like a color of the week. So if anything is that color, then you get it for that discounted price. The Salvation Army that I go to sometimes, they have a special each month. So like the first Saturday of the month, they have something special. Like one time it was everything 50% off in the entire store. Another time it was a certain color was 50% off. So check that out. Sometimes they'll give you reward cards for how much you spend, and then you get a percentage off of your next purchase after the card's full. So that's another way to save some more money. I hope these 10 tips really help you when you're going out there thrifting. Please let me know in the comments below if you have any tips to make thrifting go a little more smoothly or to save some more money. I love hearing and seeing what all you guys get from the thrift stores. So if you have a thrift store haul and you want to share it, please leave the link in the comments section below. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.